In our latest episode, y'all got to go back to the Mirror Universe. I think the Mirror Universe is great. I love everything about it. And I'm wondering if y'all feel the same way. How fun is it to channel basically the opposite of the characters you were cast to play when you go into the Mirror Universe? Emily, let's start with you.
It's so fun. It breaks up the season so nicely too, because we all just get new costumes and new makeup and new looks. So it's like very fun in that way. And I think like jumping back to it again this season was really great because we had more time to sort of flesh out what that world actually is versus in season 1, it felt very quick. So I remember talking to Sneeko a lot about like, what would this world actually be like to live in? Like to be truly evil, to be trained to be evil, to like, you know, do we have impulses towards good that we like, you know, have to steer away from, and where do our loyalties really lie? And it was fun to just jump back in a second time to ask those questions again and kind of make things more clear for ourselves. Plus it's just fun to be badass and feel badass and wear really cool things and walk around. And yeah, it's a very fun universe to be a part of for sure.
I occasionally have the privilege of playing a villain, and I have really embraced that idea that the villain is the hero of their story. And the idea that someone in the Mirror Universe would have a good impulse that they have to tamp down the way we tamp down our bad impulses is incredibly interesting to me and adds a layer to your performance that I want to go back and re-experience to look for those moments. I love that choice. That's really, really cool.
And I think it is in those like the smallest moments where you really see one eye look across the room to the wrong person or to the right person can mean so much in that universe. It's all unspoken. It's all kind of creepy and uncomfortable.
Ronnie?
I love playing a bad guy. So it's therapeutic, to be quite honest, you know, because we try so hard to be good people in regular life that when you get to be a bad person, it's refreshing. Because it's in a safe space to play. But it was a lot of fun.
Patrick?
It was really lovely to dive into the psychology of what it would mean to be Terran in the Mirror Universe.
Yeah.
Like what it would mean to grow up in a society where conquest is king, where power is everything.
Yeah.
Showing a sign of weakness is truly weakness. And I think one of the favorite lines that Rhys gets to give is when he's fighting Owo, and he says, "You'll need a closed casket after I'm done."
Yeah.
And for me as the artist, it's kind of like, well, that wasn't a war cry. It's not an angry threat. It's just a deep, simple truth, like a cold-blooded truth that after I'm done carving you up, you'll need a closed casket. And to sit in that truth, it's kind of like such juicy material for any actor to play. And to find that, it's just really lovely. So Mirror Universe is a gift.
On Next Generation, the closest I got to go to the Mirror Universe was in yesterday's Enterprise, where we did a parallel universe kind of thing. And our costumes were just slightly different. I wore an engineering costume instead of a command costume. And just that small change was really fun for me. And I agree with what you said, Patrick. That other universe was very much a gift. Let's just stay on the Mirror Universe costumes for just a real quick minute, because they're so cool.
Oh, yeah.
I would imagine, much in the way that prosthesis gives some actors permission to like really lean into being Klingon, right? Those uniforms, I imagine, would give you permission to really be Terran. Is my instinct correct there?
Absolutely.
Totally.
The boots go to the top of your thigh.
Oh, man.
Just the act of like pulling on like a latexy leather boot every day and then starting to walk in it, you just walk differently, you know?
Yeah.
It's really a very powerful feeling.
And the fact that you have a phaser on you all the time, you know?
And a knife.
Yeah, like you're ready, you're equipped to kill at all times.
Yeah.
And I don't think it was only the costumes that helped, but a lot of us actually changed our hairstyle or added some makeup.
Yeah.
Emperor Giorgio says Rhys is trying to gain dominion title over the red light district. So immediately my mind went into like, oh, Rhys definitely dabbles in some illicit substances or like futuristic narcotics. So I wanted to look a little strung out and a little like gaunt and skeletal. But a lot of us had different types of makeup that we're putting on, lipstick or hairstyles. So all of that being around it really helped us put ourselves into the world. So it was lovely.